What's up everybody, it's CJ and I'm back with another Barnacle Bay renovation video, and today I'm gonna be tackling Grace's garden. And y'all, my biggest question for this lot is why did they make it look like that? Like, it's not even funny, but it's like, bro, what are we doing here? That's my biggest question for this lot. What were they thinking about and why? But anyway, I am tackling this lot today. This is a park lot in Barnacle Bay, and if there's one thing about Barnacle Bay that I've learned over these past couple of months is that Barnacle Bay is going to have a beach and it's going to have a park. Y'all, I don't even know how many parks I've renovated for this world. Maybe like 3 or 4 at this point. I don't even know. I do know that there is at least one more that I need to furnish. There might be another one, but I know there's like the I forgot the name of it, but I know there's like the summer festival lot that I have to renovate. There are so many beaches and so many parks in this world, it's crazy. So the way that I see this park is it's more of a residential park than maybe like a tourist spot. Like, I mean, to be fair, I mean, Sims are gonna probably go all over if they're a tourist, you know, but the way that I see this one is it's more of residential because it's literally right across the street from a house, and it's like in a little neighborhood. It's not too far from the beach, but it's not like right here to the beach, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really want to do like a big commercialized lot kind of thing for this one. This is just more like a little nice park to go to. So I was kind of inspired by some of the things that were already here. For one, these trees from the base game, I quite like those trees. I've replaced some of them though with the palm trees from Island Paradise. I've been using these palm trees all over in Barnacle Bay. I quite like them, obviously. And then I also got rid of the original terrain paint, and I did like the rectangular hedge in the middle, so I kept that, and I used that as kind of like the focal point for the lot. So I went in and I just redid the terrain paint. And then I went around the edges of the terrain paint and I included some dirt just to kind of have some more like texture to it. I also went in and I fenced in the entire lot, and I'm using this one from base game. It's kind of tall, but I quite like this one, and I felt like this kind of park would probably want to be like, you know, like surrounded, you know. I also got rid of the original park benches and I swapped them out with the ones from the Seasons pack. Same thing with the picnic tables. I used the ones from Seasons. I'm also including some of these little yellow shrubs. I'm using some of these little blue plants as well, and I wanted to keep those pink little bushes at first, but I didn't like them, so I replaced them with some bigger pink shrubs. I think that was a better way to go about it. I almost used these low-lying plants, but I don't know, I think I was doing too much, so I got rid of them. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted like a really nice place for your Sims to be able to go and kind of hang out. You know, maybe a tourist may stumble across this lot and hang out. This lot includes a playground. It also has a photo booth. There is a face painting tent. And then, of course, we have like a little concession stand where you can get food. There's also a grill as well, so if you want to just have your Sims just make their own food. And then I included a bathroom in this lot too, because at first I didn't really know if I wanted to have a bathroom here, but then I was like, Sims are gonna most likely have to go to the bathroom, so I was like, let's just put a little bathroom somewhere. But this is like where the concession stands are, so I only included 2. So I have the one from spring and the one from summer. You can always add more if you'd like to, but I felt like 2 was pretty good for this kind of lot. This lot isn't really that big. It's a 40 by 40, which is a decent size, but it's not like a 64 by 64, so I didn't want to include just too much stuff. I did include some balloons though, because I feel like maybe they're having a promotion on something. Maybe they're having like slushies or something on sale, or like a hot dog, buy one get one free on sale. I included a couple of balloons and a little sign out in front, and then I also really like that sign that I used for the park. I never really get a chance to use that one, so I was like, why don't we have that in front of the hedge, you know? I thought that was like a nice touch. You'll see it later on. I got rid of all of these street lights that were here. I used the dolphin ones. You know, it kind of fits the vibe of Barnacle Bay. I think those are the ones that come with Barnacle Bay. And then this is just me now trying to put some park benches all around. I was really just trying to figure out, y'all, what to put here, because at first I thought about maybe putting like a wedding arch, but I was just like, no, we don't need to get married out here. So I was like, what can I include? So I was really just looking through the catalog, trying to find little things that would be fun to do, you know? And then I was also trying to figure out what to include for kids, because I like the idea of there being a playground here. And also the original lot did have a playground, so I was like, maybe I can try to include a little space for it. So essentially what I did was I included like a sandboxy kind of area. So I put down some sand terrain paint. I didn't really use the bright sand. Some of this like dirty looking sand. I also went around with some dirt just to kind of make it look a little bit more realistic, and then I added some playground equipment. I think the original lot has a swing, a slide, and a little playhouse. I didn't include a slide on this lot, but I did include a seesaw. And there's also a couple of spring rides. I use the seahorses because, you know, Barnacle Bay. And then the little playhouse that I use is from the Generations pack. I quite like this one. I also included some park benches. And then I was like, well, maybe we can include some stuff for toddlers, because I feel like sometimes toddlers get left out of things. They can't really do as much as like kids can do in the game. So I included a couple of playpens, and I kind of have it close by. And I put rugs underneath just to kind of make it look a little cuter. So there's 2 play pins out here. So if you want your toddlers to kind of play or maybe learn some skills, you can also play with your toddlers while they're in there. So everyone can have fun, essentially. Now, unfortunately, though, I did not put any potties in the bathroom because the bathrooms are really, really small. You'll see it at the end of the video, but I barely had enough space for a bathroom. And I really tried to squeeze a potty. And I had move objects turned off. And maybe I could have included one, but I think it would have clipped, or I think it would have like made it so that Sims couldn't really use it. So I was like, maybe we won't have a potty on this lot. But, you know, there's playpens at least. You can always include some if you'd like to, but I just didn't think it would look good in the bathroom. I also went back off camera and I added a hopscotch object down here too, because I feel like we had a little extra space and I wanted to fill in with something. And usually on this lot, if I had an empty space, I would just put flowers down. But I was like, we could put a little hopscotch object. I never really have my Sims play that ever. So I was like, maybe we'll include it today. And then now I'm trying to go in and add a couple of skill building objects. So I decided to use some chess tables, and then I'll also used a couple of dominoes tables because I feel like I never really have my Sims play dominoes ever in the game. It's a cool little object. I just sometimes forget to have my Sims use it. I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 chess tables on this lot, and there's a couple of dominoes tables as well. And then the more I was looking at the lot, I was like, well, what else can we include out here? So I was like, okay, we'll put the swing over here kind of by the playground, and I decided to put 3 of them just so more people could use them. And then I was like, well, maybe we can also include some stuff for pets, you know? So there's 2 pet houses. There's a like a toy box for the pets, and there's also a couple of food bowls. I didn't include like a litter box or a scratching post, you know. This is just more like maybe like a little day trip, you know. And then now I'm just going in and just placing down the chess tables. As you can see, I'm using the ones, I think they're from base game, I want to say, and I'm also using base game chairs. The dominoes table comes from Showtime, by the way. I also included a couple of throwing discs out here too, but that's essentially it, y'all. We're coming up to the end of the video. This is just me now trying to figure out where I want the pet house to go. So I made like a little area over here in the corner, you know, so it's a little bit out of the way, but you know, it'll be like a nice little place where your pets can kind of hang out, you know. Maybe if you come here as a family and, you know, the pet can rest or eat or whatever. So like I said, there's food bowls out here. There's even like a little toy box for them as well. But essentially that's it for the entire build. So if you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. If you'd like to download this, I am going to leave a link to the build down below as well. And also please be sure to stick around for the screenshots. Also, if you didn't know, I'm currently trying to improve all of the lots in Barnacle Bay, and it has been a journey so far. So if you like this kind of thing, I'll leave a link to the playlist. I've done a lot of the build so far. We have a little ways to go, but I'm making good progress, I think. So if you'd like to watch more of these, I'll leave a link to the playlist down below. But anyway, y'all, that's all that I have for this video. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye! Thanks for watching!